Hello, Painting with a Purpose friends. Today we're going to do a really fun bonsai tree in front of a waterfall. So the colors you're going to need are white, gray, so black and white, blue. I've just mixed up a couple different shades by adding white. And then you're going to need your tree color. So your tree color can be, pink or orange or red. I'm not sure what my tree color is going to be yet. I'll decide when I get there. The paintbrushes you will need are your flat 2-inch brush, and then I'm going to use several different sizes of round brushes, so a small, medium, and a fat round brush. And then I'm also going to be needing Q-tips. We're going to use the Q-tips for our tree. So get your water cup and your cloth as well, and let's begin. We're going to start by painting the whole canvas white. Well, not the whole canvas, but about 3/4 of the way down white. So all right, once we have that finished, you're just going to take and I've mixed up a couple different colors here. I'm gonna use this darker color because I'm just gonna use a little bit. So I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit on my brush, and I'm just gonna do some streaks. And then I'm gonna wipe all this off. Just pinch it in your cloth. Pull the color out as best as you can, and then we're just going to go back over it and from the top and drag it all the way down. So start at the top and just drag it all the way down. There is our waterfall. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? So no need to do anything with this brush, and I'm going to use my lighter blue now. I just added more white to this blue to make it lighter, and so I'm going to use my lighter blue. And about 1/3 of the way up, I'm going to draw my line, and everything below that line is going to be this blue. Once you have that finished, this big brush goes in your water cup, and we're going to give this a few minutes to dry. Now that our background is pretty dry, we're going to start on the landscaping part. So I'm going to use my my large round brush, and I've made a couple different shades of gray. I have a helper, kitty helper. So this is just white and black and a little bit of blue. A lot of black, a little bit of white, and a little bit of blue. I kind of want my gray to have a blue tint, so mix in a little bit of blue. Look, he's getting paint on him. I love it when I have a kitty helper. I hope you guys enjoy seeing my pets. But he just got paint all over himself. All right, so I'm going to start with that darker gray. And remember, it's black, white, and a little bit of blue. And I'm just going to add some rocks down here. And then over here, this is the rock that our tree is going to be on, so we want it to be a little bit bigger. And we're just going to fill all that in. I'm gonna mix a little bit of this lighter gray with a little bit of that darker gray to make kind of a medium gray. So I've just taken some of the light gray and mixed it with some of the dark gray, and it is a little bit, it's a shade in between, and that's what you want. You want a little bit lighter than the dark and a little bit darker than the light. And then I'm gonna put another set of rocks here, and I'm gonna switch to my medium round brush. Have a little more control with a smaller brush. And this little rock is gonna set right here. Then I'm going to go to that lighter color and my smaller round brush. And we're going to do some small, this is my very, very smallest round brush. And we're going to do a couple of small little rocks in the lightest gray color, kind of back up in here. Okay, go ahead and rinse that gray off of that really small round brush and wipe it. And with your white, we're going to add some white water lines through here. All right, set that aside. Go ahead and get your big 2-inch brush out of your water bucket. And you're gonna wipe it clean. And you're gonna fill it up with white paint. So you want the tip pretty good and full. And then along this line, we're gonna dab it to where it looks like the end of the mist from the waterfall. All right, there's our water mist. Now, you can do this next thing with a paintbrush or a toothbrush. Toothbrushes are more fun, but I don't have a toothbrush handy downstairs. So I'm gonna use this paintbrush. It's kind of a messed up paintbrush. It's got a fluffy head, which is completely fine for what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna load it up with white paint. Kind of watered down white paint. I'm gonna have to get some new white paint. My white paint has gotten gray in it. I just want plain white paint. There we go. Okay, so fluffy head brush. No other colors in it. Or a toothbrush. White paint. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your finger and you're just gonna rub it across there on your canvas. And it should leave like little white dots. And that's what we want. It's just kind of like the water spraying a little bit. All right, just a little bit, not a lot. Once you have that finished, we're gonna let this dry and get ready to start on our tree. All right, let's get started on our tree. We're actually gonna start with the light gray for our tree trunk. And I'm gonna use my medium round brush. And the tree trunk itself sets up above the rocks. So you're gonna see a lot of the roots. But we'll start it about right here. Okay, so this is kind of gonna be our tree baseline with all of our roots. And then from here, our tree kind of goes up. And do this bottom edge. Kind of comes in. Kind of bumps way out. Curves back like the letter S. Go ahead and fill that in. All right, set your medium brush aside and go to your very small round brush. And I know it doesn't look like much yet, but we're gonna make it. So there is a little right off here, right off this back side, there's a little tree branch that back here and add some dark to this underside. So like a medium color, and they're just kind of intertwine. And we've got some bigger ones that kind of show up out the front. And then these little ones just kind of crisscross to the back. And if you make some darker, the back one's darker and the front one's lighter, it's going to show some dimension. All right, there is our bonsai tree. We're going to add some leaves to it next. For the leaves on your tree, you will be needing Q-tips. And you can choose any color you want to for your leaves. You can have a purple tree, you can have orange. I'm gonna do pink. Whatever color you choose, you're going to need three different shades. So you're gonna need the base color, which pink is red. Then you're gonna need a medium pink and then a lighter pink. So if you choose to do purple, you're gonna need the base purple, a medium purple, and a lighter purple. The same way with orange. Orange is a tad bit different. You're gonna need an orange, a lighter orange. You lighten orange with yellow, and then a yellow. So really it's up to you as to what color you want your tree. And we are gonna start with the medium color and your Q-tips. And you just start dabbing dots. almost done with the medium, you're going to come back in with the dark and you're just going to do the underside. So just a few of the darker on the underside. Now that we've done our dark, we're going to go back with our light. And that's going to go on the top. So the lighter color is just going to kind of go white. And you'll see that once you get adding your white, it's going to turn really light pink or really light whatever color you're using because it's mixing with that wet, which is what I want. I want it really, really light on the tops. There is your waterfall and bonsai tree. I hope you guys have fun painting. Cannot wait to see what you create.